Hej, siemano wam wszystkim ludzie, z tej strony Arturo, witam was na swoim kanale i kontynuujemy retur do Małpiej Island. Moi drodzy, rozpoczęliśmy nowy rozdział, musimy zdobyć 5 złotych kluczy. Zdobądź 5 kluczy do sejfu, zdobądź złoty klucz Wayday, zdobądź złoty klucz starej pani Smith, zdobądź złoty klucz Belly Fisher, zdobądź złoty klucz wyspy Brrr Muda, zdobądź złoty klucz wyspy Grozy. Będziemy musieli wybrać się w nową podróż prawdopodobnie na te dwie wyspy, ale żeby to zrobić, musimy udać się do Łodzi. W każdym bądź razie, zanim się tam udam, rozejrzę się po tych lokacjach. Czy coś się tutaj zmieniło? No, Guybrush mówił, że potrzebuje mapy. Porozmawiaj z Wally.
Hey, Wally.
Czy masz mapę morza tutejszych okolic?
Have you got a sea map of the local area? Can you jot down the locations of Terror Island and Brrr Muda?
No problem. I'll also add a few extras. The ship tracking feature is going to blow your mind. It's a little trick, I know. You need to be able to go the extra mile if you want to make it in the big time, like me. Be careful. The last pirates I made a map to Terror Island for were never seen again. And Brrr Muda can chill you to the bone. Not many pirates want to head up there. Oh, and when you get to Scurvy Island, say hi to Elaine for me.
Thanks, Wally. And sorry about blowing you up that one time.
Dobra, udało nam się zdobyć mapę. Aha, to nie jest ta mapa, o której była mowa. Wyrecytuj wiersz o przebraniu. Jestem ciekaw, czy teraz będę mógł się zamienić w zombiaka brzydala. Ale prawdopodobnie nie. Dobra, mamy mapę, czyli nie pozostaje nam nic innego, jak udać się w podróż. Ale jeszcze rozejrzę się po okolicy. To sklep rybny.
Welcome to the God's Wallop.
Thanks.
We feature the freshest fish on the block, and the freshest company as well.
Whether you're here to buy or just pass the time, we don't mind. Though, of course, we do prefer it if you make a purchase.
Didn't you guys used to be the pirate leaders? It's me, Guybrush Threepwood.
Ah, I thought when we spotted him skulking around town that he looked passing familiar.
No dobra, czy my chcemy kupować jakąś rybę? Może niekoniecznie. Sklep wydaje się sympatyczny.
The shop seems nice.
If by nice you mean a glorious cathedral to the fine art of fishing, then I quite agree.
Have a look around, why don't you?
Co my tutaj mamy? Co to za glutowata ryba?
What are these blobby guys?
Toadfish. Surprisingly, no relation to actual toads.
Ale taką małą złotą rybkę? Czemu nie?
How much for the goldfish?
Sushi's a pet. She's not for sale at any price.
She's property of the chums.
With the who?
No one.
It's too late. The bait's out of the bag. We might as well tell him. The Chums is by way of being a semi-secret society of anglers.
Mostly we tell stories.
Aye, stories about fish.
To mnie rozbawiło. Nazwał złotą rybkę sushi. Kurde, gdybym znał kogoś, kto ma złotą rybkę, to bym podsunął taki pomysł. Nazwij ją sushi. Genialne.
Can I join the chums?
I feel as though I should warn you that, this being the more casual mode of the game, participation in the Chums is strictly for fun. There'll be no reward whatsoever for doing it successfully.
Totally useless activity. Got it. Can I join anyway?
Well...
Proszę.
Please.
have you got any good fish stories?
Yeah. One time, I was swallowed by a manatee.
No one knows what a manatee is. Trust me, make it a whale. It'll be better.
Okay.
Take this fishing lure. Other chums will have these too, on their clothes or displayed somewhere. Go out and find them, show them your lure, and tell them your story. They'll give you advice. Learn all you can, then come back here and tell us your story again.
You could start with that young pirate that hangs around at the scum bar.
Don't tell him where to start. He's supposed to look for the lures.
No tak, widzieliśmy tamtego pirata. Zresztą z nim rozmawialiśmy.
What are these little yellow guys?
They're lump suckers. Easy to eat and great for sucking out cysts and boils.
Dobra, czy będę mógł jeszcze porozmawiać z byłym członkiem pirackiej starszyzny? Chciałbym kupić trochę ryb.
I'd like to buy some fish.
That's an excellent life decision, me lad. Today we've got hagfish, toadfish, slimehead, bloater and lumpsucker. What'll it be?
Śluźnica, żabnica, gardłuż atlantycki. W sumie to tak naprawdę nie wiem, co bym chciał, ale jedyną rybę, którą znam z tej listy, to jest żabnica.
Toadfish.
Here's a box full. Should be plenty. You want me to run a tab for you?
Sure. Thanks.
Dobra, mamy ryby. Nie wiem, czy o to tutaj chodziło, ale dobra. Czy mogę wymienić swoje ryby na inne? O, widzicie, w każdym bądź razie będziemy mogli je wymienić wtedy, kiedy się dowiemy, czego tak naprawdę potrzebujemy. Łowicie ryby? Czy słyszeliście kiedyś o kimś, kto nazywa się Bella Fisher?
You guys fish. Have you ever heard of someone called Bella Fisher?
Bella Fisher. Aye, she could spin a yarn from Port Royal to Trinidad and back again.
And a consummate angler she was.
What?
Good at fishing.
She had a secret fishing spot, she did. More bounteous than the whole rest of the sea together.
She probably rests there now, being as she did disappear on a fishing trip.
No one knows the location, though 'tis rumored that she left a clue as to its whereabouts.
Gdzie bym mógł te wskazówki znaleźć? Czy czuliście trzęsienie ziemi?
Did you guys feel the earthquake?
That we did.
At first, I thought it were just me stomach complaining about me breakfast.
Aye, we all thought that.
Dobra, czy Bella Fisher pokazała ci kiedyś duży, wymyślny klucz?
Did Bella Fisher ever show you a big fancy key?
Not to my memory.
No, I don't think so.
Just thought I'd check.
No dobra. A powiedz mi jeszcze raz o łowisku Belly Fisher, no będziemy musieli znaleźć wskazówkę, gdzie to jest. Poluję na tajemnicę Wyspy Małp.
I'm hunting for the secret of Monkey Island.
The secret?
What a prize!
I know!
They say the pirate what holds the secret can never be sunk, that the wind always fills his sails.
In the old days, we might have gone after it ourselves.
But we've got new fish to fry, so to speak.
Czy mogę wymienić swoje ryby? No dobra, porozmawialiśmy tak naprawdę na wszystkie tematy. Chyba przyjrzę dzisiejszy połów.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
Na tą chwilę mamy żabnicę. Obstawiam, że żabnica posłuży też jako jakaś przynęta albo coś. Czy mogę wymienić swoje ryby? Aha, czyli nieważne, czy będę chciał rozmawiać z nimi, czy z nimi, zawsze będą te same opcje dialogowe.
I think I'll browse today's catch.
You'll find none better.
I show this to other people who have them to start a storytelling session.
No dobra. Zobaczmy jeszcze, czy na zaułku się coś zmieniło. Tutaj mamy drzwi, które były wcześniej zamknięte. Czy nadal będą zamknięte?
It seems to be stuck closed.
A właśnie, bo my mamy monokl.
I don't see anything useful here.
Niestety nie znamy kodu seryjnego zamka.
Hey, Guybrush!
Otis. What are we gonna do with you?
I didn't do anything this time. I was framed.
Gdzie jest Stan?
Where's Stan? Did they let him go?
No, Stan got sentenced to hard time. Did you know he was representing himself?
I've heard that's unwise.
They took him to the ice quarry on Brrr Muda.
O, czyli już wiem, kogo tam spotkamy, kiedy tam dotrzemy. Powiedziałeś, że gdzie jest Stan? Dobra, wiemy, że jest na Brrr Mudach. Co tym razem zrobiłeś, że zostałeś aresztowany?
What did you do to get arrested this time?
Nothing! I was just standing there minding my own business, applying for earthquake relief. Did you know you're only allowed to do that once?
There is no justice.
Jestem ciekaw, czy tu też będę mógł go wypuścić w taki sam sposób jak wcześniej. Martwisz się, że reszta budynku się zawali?
Are you worried the rest of the building will cave in?
Yes! You think you could spring me again?
Ugh, I doubt it. It looks like something happened to the serial number on this lock.
Chciałbym, żebyś opowiedział kustoszowi muzeum o naszej ucieczce z więzienia lata temu.
I'd like you to tell the museum curator about our jailbreak all those years ago. The one with the mugs of grog. He doesn't seem to have the story quite right.
Of course, the truth is important. When I am free again, I will pay him a visit.
Well, I don't see that happening anytime soon.
Wkrótce odwiedzę cię ponownie.
Let's visit again soon.
Have your people call my people.
Mimo wszystko spróbuję użyć monoklu na tym zamku.
Most of this serial number has been rubbed off.
Czyli nic z tego, tak?
Hi there.
Hello. Hello again.
Czy twoja matka była może znana jako stara pani Smith?
Would your mother perhaps have been known as Old Mrs. Smith? Whitey Bones said something about an Old Mrs. Smith.
Well, I didn't call her that. But I suppose some people did. Mainly when she was older.
Okej, czy twoja matka znalazła któryś ze złotych kluczy, których szukała?
Did your mother find any of those golden keys she was looking for?
One. She left it to me in her will.
No dobra, a ja bym chciał ten klucz zdobyć. Zapłacę ci dowolną kwotę za klucz twojej matki.
I will pay you any amount of money you like for your mother's key.
That old thing? Really?
Dam ci 100 000 talarów. Wymienię się z tobą na statek, morska małpa, druga, to perełka. Dam ci 20% udziałów w tajemnicy Wyspy Małp. Czy zgodziłabyś się na zamianę za moje pierwotne dziecko? O,
Would you consider my firstborn child in exchange?
What?
It's just a figure of speech.
I hope you're not serious.
It's just a figure of speech.
Listen, if it means that much to you, just take it.
Yes! That was surprisingly easy and uncomplicated.
Don't get used to it. Life's not like that very often.
no i proszę bardzo, udało nam się zdobyć pierwszy złoty klucz. Myślałem, że będzie to bardziej skomplikowane, zdobyć złoty klucz starej pani Smith. Czyli mamy jeden klucz z 5. No ale pewnie nie wszystko będzie takie proste jak do tej pory. Chodźmy jeszcze do... O, a czemu tu jest tyle ludzi?
I wonder what they're waiting for.
Posiadłość gubernator.
Hey! Thanks, Carla. Good luck. Guybrush,
Hi!
I want to hear all about the secret, but I've got to go back to Scurvy Island right now. Let's talk later.
Okay.
No cóż, trzęsienie ziemi przez przypadek.
How about that earthquake? I was a little worried about the mansion being built on a precarious cliff and all.
The mansion's fine. And so am I. Thanks for asking.
Widziałaś kolejkę ludzi na zewnątrz?
Have you seen the line of people outside?
Those are citizens who were affected by the quake. But there isn't any money in the coffers to support the relief effort. I'm basically handing out IOUs.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days. Governor stuff.
Ej, no jeszcze nie skończyłem z tobą rozmawiać.
I don't really have anything to say. I just like doing this.
Practice is nice, but I'm busy these days.
Czyli brak nowych opcji dialogowych. No dobra. Na górę raczej się nie dostaniemy. Punkt obserwacyjny. W sumie możemy tutaj zajrzeć. Jest ognisko.
I could stare at this forever, but that wouldn't be much fun for you.
W sumie tylko tyle. O, a co tu się stało?
My brilliant deduction is that the museum is closed.
To wygląda jak miejsce zbrodni. No właśnie, duże taśmy na miejscu zbrodni. Wiele godzin później. No nie, no tutaj nie chciałem przychodzić. Za bardzo smuci mnie to miejsce, szczególnie ta płacząca wiewiórka. Ulica Górna, mój statek, stocznia.
Stan's building collapsed. This place looks like an earthquake hit it. It's sad to see the shipyard like this.
Weź zdjęcie.
I think they've captured Stan quite well, actually. They did a nice job with the coat.
Nie mogę tych dwóch zdjęć ze sobą połączyć. Dobra, ale ja bym się chciał udać do doków i porozmawiać z tamtym rybakiem.
I'm closer than ever to finding the secret of Monkey Island.
I'm not any closer to caring about it.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time,
Mój statek został połknięty przez manata, naprawdę był duży. Mój statek został połknięty przez wieloryba. Nasz statek został zaatakowany przez wielkiego krakena. Natknęliśmy się na syrenę uwięzioną w skale.
my ship was swallowed by a manatee. A really, really big one.
I'm not sure what a manatee is.
Chyba zły wybór.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
One time,
Mój statek został połknięty przez wieloryba.
my ship was swallowed by a whale.
You know, what your story needs is a part to set the stage, to let us know what's going on and who the people are. It should come at the beginning, like
A beginning?
like a beginning, exactly. Like, I was on the deck of a burning Spanish galleon with Horseface and Itchy Joe. And then all of a sudden, and then you take it from there. Want to give it a try?
Dobrze.
Okay.
Właśnie przedarłem się przez blokadę. Łowczyni piratów Morgan Le Fay miała mojego pierwszego oficera na końcu miecza. Byłem w bocianim gnieździe z demonicznym obserwatorem zwanym Flombe. To była moja pierwsza wyprawa na Wyspę Małp. Załoga była niespokojna. Byłem w parku, rozmawiałem z synem.
It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden,
Mój statek został połknięty przez wieloryba.
my ship was swallowed by a whale.
Yeah, that's the way. Obviously, you're new at this, but don't worry. Other chums can show you more of the ropes.
Okay.
A gdzie ich znajdę?
I hear patio dining is all the rage these days. You could think of this as a head start on renovations.
Insurance would probably have helped.
Czas stawić żagle. No to wypływamy na pierwszą wyspę. Płyń na wyspę Szkorbutu. Płynie na dryfujący statek. Płyń na wyspę Grozy. Zaczniemy od statku.
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Ahoj!
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Ahoj!
Ahoy!
Ahoy!
Pozwolenie na wejście na pokład.
Permission to come aboard.
Afraid we can't let you do that.
Permission to come aboard, sir.
This isn't a protocol issue.
Although we do enjoy a good protocol.
Are you going to let me talk?
Apparently, that's what you enjoy doing.
There's been a deadly scurvy outbreak on the ship. We're under strict quarantine, so we don't infect others with this deadly pathogen.
Nie sądzę, aby szkorbut był zaraźliwy.
I don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My sister's best friend's dad's dietitian says it is.
It's a scientific fact.
No, don't try to snow us with your science quackery.
If scurvy wasn't contagious, then only one person would have it.
Duh.
Naprawdę nie sądzę, aby szkorbut był zaraźliwy.
I really don't think scurvy is contagious.
You don't know that. My mom's gardener's second cousin's pastry chef says it is.
Peddle your science to someone more gullible.
Skąd macie taką fajną flagę z dziurą?
Where'd you get that cool flag with the hole?
We found it floating in the ocean. It's Bella Fisher's flag. She probably lost it when her ship went down.
We're afraid to take it down and offend the scurvy gods.
There is no such thing as the scurvy gods.
Well, then why is there scurvy? Answer me that.
Ale mogliby mi podać na przykład jakiś współrzędny, gdzie znaleźli tą flagę.
Can I have your flag?
Did you not hear me? Scurvy! On board! Quarantine!
Well, you could just toss it down to me.
Best not to risk it. It's probably crawling with scurvy, trust me.
Naprawdę nie sądzę, aby szkorbut był zaraźliwy. No dobra.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Scurvy bites! I knew this was bad.
Czyli tak, Morska Małpa 2. W dalszym ciągu nie znamy współrzędnych. Płyńmy na Wyspę Szkorbutu. Tymczasem
You're right. It won't budge.
It's strong magic.
I can still get it open with a spell, but I need a good power spot.
It beats trying to find the keys. We don't even know where to start. It could take forever. Only a fool would do that.
I know an excellent place for power spells, but it's not on this island.
No problem. We can craft it there and then come back here.
We'll take my ship.
I'll stay here to keep an eye on the safe.
And steal the secret yourself? I don't think so.
Stop it. Clearly, no one trusts anyone to stay behind. We'll all go together.
What if someone else finds out the thing is here?
The only map is lost somewhere on Monkey Island. Probably eaten by a wild boar by now.
The map maker knows it's here. I've got a bone to pick with him anyway. I'm thinking maybe one of the large ones in the leg.
Ah, Scurvy Island. This is where Elaine's been growing all the limes for the Marley Foundation's Scurvy project. She's probably back here by now. I can't wait to see her.
Czyli ekipa LeChucka dotarła do sejfu. Niestety też nie mają kluczy, a my jesteśmy w posiadaniu jednego. Przeczytaj znak.
It says the Marley Foundation's Scurvy Treatment and Prevention League, or STAPL, welcomes you to Scurvy Island. 1.5 miles to STAPL headquarters.
Czy jest prawdziwa?
It's a very realistic likeness of the scarlet-plumed point-and-snip bird. I didn't know Elaine was into woodworking. Whoa, had me fooled.
Czyli chyba jednak jest prawdziwe. O kurde. Do gaju limonek.
Wow, Elaine sure has been busy.
Ale nie widzę tutaj nic istotnego. Zabierz kilka limonek.
I better talk to Elaine before I steal any limes from the foundation she's worked so hard to set up.
Ale gdzie znaleźć Elaine na tak wielkiej mapie?
These groves go on forever.
One wyglądają wszędzie tak samo.
Elaine and I debate about whether it looks like a parrot or a cockatoo.
Dobra, tutaj widzę, że mamy jakiś obóz, więc może zaczniemy od tego miejsca.
Elaine? Are you decent? Hello? Hey, this used to be a picture of both of us. What happened to the me part?
Wzięliśmy obraz.
Hi, I'm working due west of camp and due north of the lighthouse today.
Okej, mamy jakąś wskazówkę. Ten rozszywacz przywołuje wspomnienia.
I pinched a yak with it once, and then I sort of accidentally pinched the staple remover. I had it for years before I remembered to give it back to Elaine. She was happy and mad at the same time. I'm happy.
Czy coś jeszcze stąd będziemy mogli zabrać? Ogólnie... mamy 2 zdjęcia. To wygląda tak, jakbym mógł tu jakieś zdjęcie wstawić. No właśnie. Ale po co? Na razie zostawimy Stana i Elaine.
Pirates used to have to steal this from Elaine to prove themselves. Now, at least that's what they told me when they made me do it.
A co gdyby LeChuck trafił na zdjęcie Elaine ze Stanem? Ja myślę, że go delikatnie by to wkurzyło.
It's nicely dried, pre-cut and ready to go.
I może to będzie istotne. Dobra, gdzie my mamy latarnię morską? Tutaj mamy latarnię.
Hi, I'm working due west of camp and due north of the lighthouse today.
Na zachód od obozu i na północ od latarni, czyli gdzieś tutaj.
Hi.
Hi.
Miałem nadzieję, że znowu na ciebie wpadnę.
I was hoping I'd run into you again.
I was hoping that too. What happened at the voodoo shop? Did you get the secret?
Jeszcze nie, ale jestem bliżej niż kiedykolwiek.
Not yet, but I'm closer than ever. I just have to gather a few golden keys together and I'm good to go.
That sounds promising. What about LeChuck and Captain Madison?
They weren't there, oddly enough.
Well, be careful.
Oczywiście, jak idzie twój projekt?
How's your project going?
The project has hit a snag. We have plenty of limes, as you can see, but people are refusing to take them. They say they don't like the taste and they don't believe they'll help with scurvy. As an elected official, I could have issued an edict, but as a private citizen, I have to convince people. I tried this flyer.
Yeah, I've read part of this.
I know it's terribly dry, but the facts are there.
Próbowałaś użyć innej czcionki?
Have you tried using a different font? Comic Sans, for example.
Yes, but I need a small one to fit all the information on.
A co z dodaniem wypunktowań? Mogą to być małe limonki.
What about adding bullet points? They could be little limes.
People not liking limes is part of the problem, though.
Good point.
Co się stanie, jeśli tekst zostanie wyśrodkowany, a nie wyrównany do lewej?
What if the text was centered instead of left justified?
Somehow I don't think that's going to make a lot of difference.
I'm not sure what to tell you.
It's basically a sales and marketing problem, and neither of us is an expert in either of those things.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I'll hang on to the flyer. Maybe I can find a sales and marketing expert to look at it.
Okay.
Dobra, mamy ulotkę. Limonki ty. Szkorbut, znany również jako skorbotunus lub hiposkademia, jest chorobą, której objawami są osłabienie, zmęczenie i bolesność. Okej.
I hear these can help prevent scurvy.
You heard right.
Can you spare any limes?
You can take a few. Well, like I said, I'm having trouble giving them away.
No i świetnie, prawdopodobnie będzie to sposób, żeby dostać się do statku tamtych drugich piratów.
That's where all the driftwood goes during driftwood mating season.
Spróbuję jeszcze raz popłynąć tutaj. O! Zadokuj przy statku LeChucka.
Hello? Anyone up there patrolling the deck? Ready to kick me into the sea? Sounds like the coast is clear. I hope. Unless it's a trap.
You are a disgrace to the pirating profession.
I'm more focused on the staying alive profession right now, thanks. So far, so good.
No dobra, mogliśmy wyjść na pokład.
So, obviously I'm actually Guybrush Threepwood.
Pleased to meet you. Again. I assume that's your real skin this time?
Yeah, sorry for tricking you with the other two.
Two?
One. Math's not my best subject.
Either way, don't worry about it. You're LeChuck's rival, not mine. I've got better things to worry about. Also, I enjoyed the book you brought me.
Gdzie są wszyscy?
Where is everybody?
Flambe's up in the crow's nest. Odds are he's sleeping. Iron Rose said she was running an errand. The rest went with LeChuck on that other ship.
Would that be Captain Madison's ship?
I think that's right.
Interesting.
Nie mów LeChuckowi, że tu byłem, dobrze?
Don't tell LeChuck I was here, okay?
Don't worry. I wouldn't want to risk making him that angry. He gets a bit, scary.
Hang in there, Bob.
Still not funny.
Czyli statek jest pusty tak naprawdę. Ale czego ja bym miał tutaj ponownie szukać? W sumie tak naprawdę niczego.
If I'm wrong about what that is, taking it would be a big mistake. If I'm right, it would be a bigger one.
Zdjęcia nie mogę tutaj nigdzie zostawić. Demoniczny pieprz może mi się przydać.
Old boots and deodorant. It's like a college dormitory.
No dobra. I obstawiam, że tylko i wyłącznie ten element mogłem zabrać z tego statku.
I wouldn't want to wake him up. These things get more sophisticated every year. These things get more sophisticated every year.
Standardowo, w każdym odcinku musimy pogłaskać kotełka.
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
Ascorbic acid deficiency, collagen synthesis, mucus membranes.
Hey, that is a bunch of science nonsense!
We won't have any of that around here.
It's all a trick to track our plunder!
As if you have any plunder.
Naprawdę nie sądzę, aby szkorbut był zaraźliwy. Powinniście spróbować limonek, pomagają zapobiegać szkorbutowi.
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that?
Is that more of your science mumbo-jumbo?
You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
Spójrzcie na tę ulotkę o limonkach.
Have a look at this flyer on limes.
You already showed us your lie-filled science tomfoolery.
Take your science jibber-jabber and leave before you catch scurvy!
Kurde, a już myślałem, że da się ich przekonać.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
W każdym bądź razie i tak spróbuję nakarmić ich limonką.
You should try limes. They help prevent scurvy.
Where did you hear that?
Is that more of your science mumbo-jumbo?
You need to leave before you catch scurvy.
Bye. Don't let the scurvy bite you.
Czyli albo z tą ulotką coś jest nie tak, albo będziemy musieli ją w taki sposób zmienić, żeby oni się przekonali, że okej, dobra, to zadziała.
Stay back! I can see you! How did you find me?
I just sailed up and here you were.
Who are you?
I'm Guybrush Threepwood, mighty pirate.
Are you alone?
Na tą chwilę
At the moment.
Thank goodness! I'm Ned Filigree, accountant. I don't mean to be rude, it's just that I'm in hiding.
kogo się boisz?
Who is it you're afraid of?
Well, have you heard of Stan S. Stanman?
The name sounds familiar.
Thank goodness they locked him away on Brrr Muda. He'll be chipping ice in the quarry for a long, long time. I can't help but be nervous, but actually, I guess I've got decades before I really have to worry about it.
Dlaczego boisz się Stana?
How come you're afraid of Stan? He's always struck me as pretty harmless, except economically.
Sure, but you never can tell what someone like Stan will do. He's got no moral center.
There's that term again.
Like I said, I'm glad he's safely stuck in the Brrr Muda quarry for a good long time.
No dobra, ale zobaczcie, że tutaj wisi zdjęcie. My mamy zdjęcie Stana. Obstawiam, że będę musiał te dwa zdjęcia podmienić ze sobą. O, ale to wtedy ten gościu naprawdę zwariuje. Gdzie mówiłeś, że trzymają Stana?
Where did you say they were keeping Stan again?
The ice quarry on Brrr Muda. He'll be there for years and years, and more years after that, thank goodness.
Musisz być dobry z matematyki.
You must be good at math.
I'm a creative accountant. Math doesn't really enter into it.
You any good?
Don't judge me by where I live. I've just had a few setbacks. It's all I can afford right now, but it's temporary.
Jestem na wyprawie, aby odzyskać tajemnicę Wyspy Małp.
I'm on a quest to recover the secret of Monkey Island.
That's a good move. I've heard the secret is a one-of-a-kind intangible, which means you can assign it whatever value you want to. Also, since it's very old, you can claim a lot of depreciation.
Wait, are you trying to tell me I'm gonna have to pay taxes on the secret?
Not if you're smart about it.
Mam zamiar trochę pozwiedzać wyspę.
I'm gonna explore the island a little bit.
Holler if you find anything interesting.
No duża ta wyspa do zwiedzania nie jest.
Easy, Ned. He's not coming.
That's a mighty fine looking chest you have there. What's in it?
Everything I own. The fruits of a man's life. The yardstick by which I'll be measured when I'm gone. It's mainly paperwork.
Nice likeness of you. Where's the other half?
No comment.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird. He's in jail for years.
Gdzie jest zdjęcie
Is that a
Stana?
sail? Oh, no. Oh, wait. It's a seagull.
Can I have the picture?
No! That would be weird.
Ale wiecie co? Ja już tego zdjęcia nie mogę wyciągnąć z tej ramki. Czyli nie o to chodzi, żeby tutaj przyklejać zdjęcie Stana.
Years and years and years from no comment.
Okej.
Well, I need a real marketing expert. Someone who could sell foot powder to fish.
He's gone for years and years.
Czyli co my tutaj mamy? Płyn na wyspę Chudzielca.
Halt, ship! If If that's what you can call that.
Made it myself. It's a source of pride.
This is a scurvy inspection point. The law requires that you're carrying limes before I allow you to proceed north.
Here, look, I have limes, see?
To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood.
Guybrush Threepwood.
Fill this out and be completely honest.
Czy jesteś piratem? Oczywiście. Czy byłeś na Wyspie Zarazy w ciągu ostatnich 6 miesięcy? Nie. Jeśli zaznaczyłeś pytanie drugie, czy było to w interesach, czy dla przyjemności? Odpowiedziałeś na pytanie drugie, masz przy sobie limonki? Mamy. Czy jesteś teraz lub byłeś kiedyś członkiem partii piratów? Nie. Zaznaczyłeś pytanie czwarte, a nie pytanie szóste? Nie odpowiadam na 27, a nie 28. Czy przewozisz duże zwierzęta gospodarskie? Czy masz przy sobie więcej niż 10, czy mniej niż 3 banany? Argh. Jeśli zaznaczyłeś 9, to nie zaznaczyłeś 2. Nie byłeś w Brrr Muda w czasie zimy? Jeszcze nie byliśmy. Czy bóbr bobruje drzewa? Czy nigdy nie nosiłeś przebrania, ani nie używałeś pseudonimu? Nosiliśmy przebranie. Czy odpowiedź ble ble ble? Nie nosisz limonek? Czy kiedykolwiek zniszczyłeś bezcenny artefakt i uszło ci to na sucho? Obecnie wypełniam formularz cenny. Myślę, więc jestem. Gwiazda północna jest na południu. Mogę potwierdzić, że nieprawidłowo odpowiedziałem na pytanie 11. Nie noszę ze sobą żadnych kart z ciekawostkami. Ja, Guybrush Threepwood, uroczyście przysięgam, że odpowiedziałem na te pytania zgodnie z prawdą.
All right, let's see how you've done. Well, we have a problem right off the start. We don't allow pirates on Bermuda. I'm going to have to request that you leave these waters immediately.
Does it help if I'm a mighty pirate?
No.
Okej.
Back so soon? To proceed north, you'll have to fill out a customs declaration form. Name?
Guybrush Threepwood, Esquire.
Fill this out and be completely honest.
Dobra. W sumie nie będziemy nic zaznaczać. A nie, coś musimy. No dobra, to zaznaczymy, że mamy limonki. Gdzie to było?
All right, let's see how you've done. Good answer. Interesting you would check that one. Good penmanship. Not checking that was smart. Okay, this looks in order. You may proceed with full approval of the Bermuda Port Authority.
No i świetnie. Okropnie pachnie.
A bucket filled to the brim with rotten fish bones. I'm staying far away from this.
No w to raczej byśmy nie chcieli wpadać, tak? Zasieki.
It's a very regal-looking ice sculpture. It says, Courthouse of Brrr Muda.
Wejdź do sądu.
Order! Order in the court! I am going to cite you for contempt of court for not asking permission to approach the bench.
Ale zobaczcie, co tutaj jest na tym obrazie. Jest klucz kolejny. Pokornie przepraszam, czy mogę podejść do ławy, Wysoki Sądzie?
I humbly apologize. May I approach the bench, Your Honor?
You may approach the bench. Court is now in session. Judge Plank presiding. How do you plead?
Niewinny.
Innocent.
Z powodu braku dowodów wszystkie zarzuty zostały wycofane.
Due to lack of evidence, all charges have been dropped.
Order! Order in the court! Quiet on the gallery, or there will be arrests!
Okej. Gościu ma chyba jakieś ADHD. Wysoki Sądzie, czy musiał pan kupować własne szaty?
Your Honor, do you have to buy your own robes? Or are they court-appointed?
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
Czy wspominałem, że szukam tajemnicy Wyspy Małp?
Did I mention I am searching for the secret of Monkey Island?
Until it becomes a legal matter before the court, it is of no interest to me. Although, I do remember a case several years back where the secret was claimed to be a fraud and a scam to sell computer games. I believe that was settled out of court for a substantial sum.
Czy Wysoki Sąd zrobił źle, że dostał tę nominację?
What did Your Honor do wrong to get this appointment?
Never beat a Supreme Court justice in cribbage.
Wysoki Sądzie, czy nosi pan spodnie pod tym szlafrokiem?
Your Honor, are you wearing pants under that robe? Please remember that you're under oath.
Order! Order in the court! If I don't get order, I am going to clear the court!
That is all, Your Honor.
Court is adjourned!
Now there's someone I've got to meet.
No właśnie, musimy poznać tą osobę i wziąć ten klucz. Wejdź do ratusza.
It's locked. Maybe I'll come back later.
Jak to zamknięte?
The wind must have blown out the fire.
Zdobądź złoty klucz Day. Zdobądź flagę statku na kwarantannie. O, mamy kolejne nowe zadanie. Pomóż Elaine zdobyć lepszą ulotkę w szkorbucie. No właśnie, czy ja sędzi mogę pokazać tą ulotkę?
I'm sure I can find someone better qualified.
No wydaje mi się, że Stan by się tutaj idealnie nadał. Do lodowego kamieniołomu.
Hi. Any chance I could get inside the quarry?
Not many try to get in here, just out. What's the purpose of your visit?
Miałem nadzieję na wycieczkę. Jest to powołanie społeczne. Jestem sprzedawcą lodu i badam możliwości zaopatrzenia. Chciałbym uwolnić jednego z więźniów.
I'm an ice retailer, investigating supply possibilities.
You'd have to take that up with the head office, which is not inside the quarry. The only people allowed inside are the prisoners. And also, I suppose, people visiting the prisoners, but no one ever does that.
No byśmy chcieli obejrzeć jednego więźnia.
I'd like to visit a prisoner, please.
We do have a visitation policy, but it's quite strict. Who are you here to see?
Ale zobaczcie, co mi się teraz tutaj ukazało. Co tutaj wisi?
Stan.
We do have a Stan. I'm a little surprised he'd have a visitor. Can you prove you know him?
I can describe him. Loud jacket. Never stops moving his arms. Or his lips.
That does sound like him. But I'm supposed to see some actual physical evidence. Just bring me something that shows you two have ever been in a room together. That way, I can tell my boss that I did my job.
No to mamy problem, bo mamy zdjęcie Stana, ale nie mamy zdjęcia swojego.
Those are two very sinister-looking people.
Greetings, fellow chum.
Greetings, fellow chum. Have you a story to share?
Właśnie przedarłem się przez blokadę. Łowczyni piratów Morgan Le Fay miała mojego pierwszego oficera na końcu miecza. Byłem w bocianim gnieździe z demonicznym obserwatorem zwanym Flamp. To była moja pierwsza wyprawa na wyspę Małp.
It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden...
Mój statek został połknięty przez wieloryba.
My ship was swallowed by a whale.
Listen, let me tell you something about anglers.
By which you mean people who fish?
Right, but if you are one, you'd say angler.
I would?
Every subculture has its own special language. Words with significance specific to that subculture. When you use them, you convey both meaning and membership.
That sounds good.
That's why authentic-sounding fish stories always have plenty of angler lingo. For example, I wouldn't tell people a big fish broke my string. I'd say, I was jigging with a hard bait when a strike from a lunker snapped my leader.
That's both highly specific and difficult to understand.
Exactly the point. Want to give it a try?
Jasne.
Okay.
To była moja pierwsza wyprawa na wyspę Małp.
It was my first trip to Monkey Island. The crew were restless. And then, all of a sudden...
Mój statek został połknięty przez manata. Mój statek został połknięty przez ogromnego wieloryba, prawdziwego łamacza lin, jeśli kiedykolwiek taki istniał.
My ship was swallowed by a huge lunker of a whale. A real chum-chomping line-breaker, if ever there was one.
Yeah, that's the way. You almost sound like a real angler. I have given you my best tip. See if you can get some other chums to do the same.
I'll do that.
No dobra, ale w dalszym ciągu nie mam pozwolenia, żeby dostać się do środka.
Do not approach the gate, please, sir.
I'd like to visit my close friend Stan, please.
Like I told you, I need to see some hard evidence that you've ever been within 2 feet of each other.
No dobra, mam nadzieję, że na tej wyspie znajdę jakąś fotobudkę. Coś, gdzie będę mógł zrobić sobie zdjęcie.
Nice view.
I tylko tyle? Nic tutaj więcej nie ma? No nie, no mogę wejść na górę.
Roaring fire, melting ice. Very hoogly.
Welcome, loyal subject.
It's slowly filling up with castle. These matches are specially formulated for freezing temperatures. Disclaimer: will not light underwater.
Zapałki trafiły do mojego ekwipunku. Purpurowa książka.
At the end of the plank.
My only copy. Please don't touch it.
Cześć.
Hi.
Erg.
Nie do końca to zrozumiałem.
I didn't quite catch that.
Erg.
I see.
Okej. Wasza wysokość.
Your Majesty?
No need to be so formal. This is Brrr Muda. You're Guybrush Threepwood, aren't you? I'm Odina the Ninth. I know your wife.
Elaine?
Elaine?
You sound uncertain. How many wives have you got?
Just the one I'm aware of.
What brings you north of the 19th parallel, Guybrush?
Tak najbardziej to mnie interesuje ten klucz, który masz na czole. Czy to jeden ze złotych kluczy na twojej głowie?
Is that one of the golden keys on your head?
Welded to my crown. That's correct. The Crown of Keys is a ceremonial artifact worn by the reigning queen of Brrr Muda. It was originally fashioned from the house keys of the citizens as a gesture of trust.
And or submission?
My predecessor as queen is the one who added the golden key. I think it gives a certain pizzazz.
Oczywiście raz na jakiś czas chcesz mieć ją wyczyszczoną.
Naturally, you'll want to have that cleaned once in a while.
It stays perfectly clean as long as I don't let greasy pirates put their paws all over it. You may touch the crown if and when you become queen, and not before.
Become queen? Interesting.
Hipotetycznie, jak dokładnie dana osoba miałaby zostać królową Brrr Muda?
Hypothetically, how exactly would a person become queen of Brrr Muda?
You have to earn it, win it, wrest it from the iron grip of the previous queen. Most people can't manage that, of course. But by the traditions of Brrr Muda, all are welcome to try. To become queen, you must show your qualifications by defeating the current queen in 3 contests. The contests test your heartiness, your seriousness, and your intelligence.
Mam kilka z tych rzeczy.
I have some of those things.
We'll see. And no cheating.
We'll see.
Czy możesz podać więcej szczegółów na temat konkursów na królową? Wyzywam cię na konkurs żarłoczności.
I challenge you to the contest of heartiness.
Come with me. We've got to go downtown. See that triangle? There are 3 of them here in the building. 1 for each contest. When you want to formally issue a challenge, you ring the triangle.
Dios mío, another challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, although your appetite for this nauseating affair never ceases to amaze me, it is my solemn duty to adjudicate this, the contest of heartiness. As you are all thoroughly aware, the objective is to successfully and permanently consume more raw fish than your opponent. Today's challenge fish is lumpsucker. Wait a moment! The bucket of plenty contains no plenty. There are no fish here whatsoever, and the contest cannot be held without fish. Everyone go home.
No my ryby mamy w ekwipunku, ale jest to żabnica. Czy my tam żabnicę będziemy mogli włożyć? Raczej wątpię w to.
I'm sure there are plenty.
Potrzebujemy te ryby, które trzeba tam aktualnie umieścić. Zostań królową. Wygraj konkurs żarłoczności, wygraj konkurs inteligencji, wygraj konkurs powagi. No dobra. Słuchajcie, moi drodzy, w tym miejscu kończymy ten odcineczek. Mam nadzieję, że wam się podobał. Myślę, że w kolejnym odcinku już przystąpimy do tych wyzwań. A tymczasem dzięki wielkie, trzymajcie się. Hej!